All right, so today's project is we're going to turn this into from an SE7 just to an SE. Yes, we're going to take out the seats, and I've got replacement parts here that give us the extra storage in the back. I like the extra storage more than the seats. I've only used the seats once, and this is going to my 16-year-old, and maybe it's a good thing not loading up the car with a bunch of teenagers. So if that prevents loading up the car with a bunch of teenagers, maybe that's a good thing. I am going to try to cut these out, so if I ever want to put the seats back in, I'll have to remove all this, but it'll expose those two bolt holes and the nuts, where the nuts go on to put on the seats. Just fold down the seat, take this trim off, and then this trim holding on, and that exposes the hardware. So I've already done one, so I'm going to do the next one now, and then we'll go from there. All right, I got the hardware out, the seat comes out. Looks like I got a little rust back there. At one time, the Alpine window must have broken. I have always finding little bits of glass. Anyway, no big deal. So let's move forward. And before we do anything, before we get this off, we need to take this off. Before we take this off, we need to take this back trim off. It just pops right out. Just just remove this trim, and then just get a plastic trim removal piece and pop it out. There's 4 clips. Okay, so I've gotten the trim removed there. FYI, you do not have to remove the headrest. I'm not going to remove these. I could, but I don't have the little trim piece to cover it up. But if I ever want to go back to these seats, I don't want to have to remove that. So what I did use to pop that off is just get underneath here with this trim piece. One of these. And just put it underneath where the seal was, and it popped right off. Didn't break anything. It's all good. So next, we're going to take off this seat belt with this nut right here. 17 millimeter nut on that. Pretty tough. It's got a bunch of Loctite. So now we're going to work on the sides. So these might be the only 7 millimeter nuts you'll see in this whole car. Take off the handles first. Alright, now we're going to put the back seats down. Alright, so there's 3 Phillips head screws we need to take out. So one's right here, one's behind this, and then one's right here. So let's do those. Keep them with the same tool. And then we've got one right here. So now we're going to go back up top. So we have 6 of these right here. Pay attention when you're taking them out. They're different sizes. So these 2 were the long ones. Everything else was the short of these. Oh, where am I? Camera. There we go. Here's this. So just pop it out from the top. Once you get the underside, you can just pop it out. And then this, pop this out from the window side. And then we've got one more right here, kind of like the doors. Let me see, there, it goes right here, and then the whole thing will come on out. So we've got 2 of these trim pieces right here. This is the technique I use. I just put this piece just to get underneath there, just to get enough, and then I can get this tool, and it comes right on out. That way I'm not scarring anything up, not damaging anything. Just gotta go pick it up when it flies out. Got one back here also. Gotta remove that one too. It looks like I'm gonna have to undo this bolt Looks like I'm going to have to undo this bolt and the bolt that holds on the seat belt over there to be able to get it out of here, because there's no slit in it. And that's it. Now it's going to come out. Like I said, I was about to say, there's no reason to take up that screw that holds in the socket for the power, 12-volt power back here. Just unplug the connections. So there's one piece I did miss. There's this little piece that kind of holds on. I guess you probably do need to take this piece off just to be able to get access to that. So I was wrong on that. All right, I got this side in. Quick tip: pry this in, and then it'll come out. This end is the one to pry out. And don't forget to put the seat belts in. I had to put them in here because I'm getting rid of them. But that's the tip. And here we are, all done. We got the storage boxes. So you can really tell this is an SE7 because you still have these. And you can see where the headrests are and the seat belts are. But I like it. We never really use the third row seats. I think this will be better. I like having the storage.